Okay. Any questions of previous session? Online does voice okay? Oh, the voice is reaching. Right. Thank you. A response like now we'll be moving to the next higher editing, like time related things, like how to make slow motion, how to make fast motion, how to make stop motion, how to make reverse motion, and the normal motion. So these many kind of movement can be done to the footage. Normally, anyhow, we know like the time we are placing the things, it brings it normal. So the things to be learned like 1, 2, 3, and 4. Reversing, stopping thing already you have learned. How to stop the movie by making a snapshot. And snapshot is there inside your source screen or in project screen, program screen, alt control, safety, right? Alt, control, shift plus E. Export frame is a method to make the stop motion. I'll switch to the option called slow and fast. It can be done in two different manners. One, by the tool. Second, by the option. So all the things can be done with the help of a tool or by the help of your option. You go to the tool, then the keyboard shortcut is X and the tool name is called Stretch tool. STRETCH, Stretch tool. And in the option, over to the right click, we can get an option called time stretch. Time stretch. So where is the option? We have understood. Inside the toolbar, stretch tool. Inside the right click, time stretch. These are two formats where we can able to make stop, fast, slow, reverse. So in every movie, we find stop motion, fast motion, and slow motion. Technically, it can be done inside the camera, but as a technology inside the software, it can be done in this way. But slow, fast, reverse, or like slow motion and all things can be done inside your camera also. Inside the camera, slow motion can be done by changing the FPS. So frames per second, the movie is taken at a particular speed, but if you take more frames, then it's turned into slow motion. We take more frames, like 500 frames per second. Then if you play the things in 24 FPS, then it becomes slow. So more frames in shooting makes the slow motion. And if you take less frames, like time lapse and all things, are fast motion, it is created because of the less frames shoot. So what you have seen now, this fast motion, slow motion is done by the software, but in fact, in shooting, they do it in camera. Then the difference between them, it gives you detail. It doesn't give you detail because input is less. So hope that's why high FPS camera are used. High FPS cameras are used to make slow motion. Even the serial in time wrapping, Discovery One channel is a time wrap. One movie is coming. Even they can able to shoot the bullet. Your normal camera cannot able to shoot the bullet. It will go very fast. Camera cannot able to shoot that. But 30,000 FPS, people shoot the movie in 30,000 FPS also. That means 30,000 frames per second, it will be shooting up. And if you start off showing that in 24 FPS, it will play for half an hour, 1 second thing, and it will give you more details. So just we have discussed here, how does fast motion, slow motion are done in camera, and how does it is to be done inside the software. So what are the things we are learning?
Recording in progress.
Okay. So hope this record is going on, right? Fine. And what are the things we are learning inside the software? It is not used inside the movie. Inside the movie, high-end cameras are used to make fast motion and slow motion. Time lapse is used also to make fast motion. But as a technology,
సార్
we need to learn the
మూవీస్
things. Yeah, tell me
సార్
anything.
మూవీస్ లో యూజ్ చేసే కెమెరా కూడా 24 ఫ్రేమ్ రేట్ సార్.
24 ఫ్రేమ్ రేట్ లో షూట్ చేసిన మూవీకి స్లో మోషన్ ఫాస్ట్ మోషన్ టెక్నాలజీలో చేస్తుంది. కానీ షూటింగ్ చేసిన టైంలో హై FPS లో షూట్ చేస్తారు. ఇన్ కెమెరా దెర్ ఇస్ 120 FPS ఫెసిలిటీస్ దేర్. They shoot in 120 FPS. Then the detail will be more. It will take more frames. So in 24 FPS, if you play, then 1 second, 120 frames will play in normal way 6 seconds. So ultimately, what will happen? The work will look slow. So each and every frames in detail they will capture. So what is the conclusion? Movie shoots in 24 FPS, but if the movie to be shown in the screen in slow motion, they shoot it in high FPS. Inside the camera, the facility is there. Still, this much of FPS is not enough. If you need to shoot a bullet, gun నుంచి ఒక బుల్లెట్ బయటికి రావాలి, ఆ గన్ ఆ బుల్లెట్ కూడా షూట్ కావాలంటే ఈ FPS కూడా పనికి రాదు. Then they go for 30 FPS, 30,000, 10,000 FPS. So these cameras are high cost. So hope we got to know how it is done without using technology, with the help of camera itself. But after the 24 FPS shoot is done, and if you want to make slow motion, then these techniques are to be used. So before entering into the software, we have understood the theory of slow motion and fast motion, how it is done inside the camera. Let's move into the software now. As if we got to know, it can be done in two ways. One, with the tools. Second, with the right click. And the option you can find time, stage, or speed duration. Yes, this is option, speed and duration. Instead of time, stage, you can note down speed and duration. Speed and duration. So this is done inside the right click through the speed and duration, not this. Fine, let's start with the first one. Take the tool. Name of the tool, stretch tool. Hotkey X. Go to the edge and just drag it up. So give some space. Now make this movie to get slow motion. By the help of which tool? Stretch tool. Drag on the edge. Job is done. The movie started playing slow, as well as the music also turned into slow. So hope you got to know how to make this stretch to do the work. And if you move this stretch in the reverse direction, it will make it faster. So hope you got to know how to make slow and stretch by the tool, red stretch tool. Hotkey X. Now, though we got to know how to make slow and fast motion, but what is the limitation of this tool? We don't know how much speed it has gone and how much speed it has been slowed down. To know the exact rate of stretch, this technique will not do the work. At the time, we'll be moving to the second technique. Give a right click, switch to the speed. Here, you can find the stretch speed. By default, it runs with 100% speed. Now the speed is 136, so it becomes much more faster. And the same way, if you're making it go below the 100, then it is slow motion. So hope you got to know what is this percentage is. On the right click, duration. If it is below than 100, then it is slow motion. If it is above than 100, then it is fast motion. So now you got to know two different manners how to make the speed to get chance. And sometimes if it is required to do the speed as per the duration into concern, no percentage. Exactly, I need to finish this clip in 5 seconds. Then you can outfit the number here and get the output in 5 seconds. So hope we got to know now how to control the speed in 2 ways. By the 5 second, it has to be get close. So hope you can see the speed automatically gets changed. Is it okay? So you can talk to the software in 2 different manners, either in the form of percentage or in the form of timing. So speed and duration can be controlled in 2 different ways, percentage or time base. But in stretch, it is random. You can make slow, fast, but no calculation. So hope you got to know now how to make slow and fast motion through these 2 options. Is it clear? Name, stretch tool, right click, speed and duration. And before to that, we got to know how does the industry works. They doesn't work with this. Now, if the question is that, like, what is the difference between these 2? Because your information is 24 only. So what is the software is doing? If you make it slow motion, then he will repeat the same clip for two times. So one clip, one frame will be 2 times shown, 2 frame will be 2 7. In that way, he'll make it double. The software making method is this. And if you make it fast motion, then he'll show the first frame, then 3rd frame, then 5th frame, he'll remove all the middle frame. So in that way, what happens? Though fast motion and slow motion is happening, the smoothness is not there in these 2 methods. That's why they use the camera technique. So hope you got to know what is the difference between manual format, like technology format, and input format. So hope we have understood both the way. Now, if this option is not there also, we can make slow motion and fast motion by the editing technique. You cut the frames, like let us take example 1, 2, 3, 4 frames are there. If you need to make fast motion, then cut here, and take this frame, take this frame, take this frame, 1, 3, 5, and it becomes fast motion. So each and every frame you can have to do edit, cut, and make the action to be done. Like manual way, negatives are pasted one after the other repeatedly to get the slow motion and fast motion frame, stitching up negative, skipness. So in this technique also, there is a lot of things which cannot be done by this technique. So here ramping is done by manual technique, by manual. So as if whichever the frame you want to make stress, that you can able to make it here, not here also. So every format does have its own plus point. So we have seen now 3 different methods to make the time stress. First method, like frame by frame editing and getting it repeat. Second method, through option, and through camera, 3rd method. So hope you got to know how to make slow and fast motion in 3, 4 methods are there, which can be adapted. Is it okay? Now it is the time to go for make reverse motion. So hope you got to know how to make slow and fast. Now let us see how to make a reverse. Yes, reverse is nothing but getting the frame to be arranged 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, rather than that 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can cut it each and every frame and reverse it up manually. It can be done up. So manual reversing it is. And the software reversing is the same, like hope you can also see it any frames, give a right click, switch to the option called speed duration, and just one button, job is done. So it make the movie to play irreversibly. Even the sound get reverse. So hope you got to know now how to make the reverse within one button click. Inside the speed duration, just click one button and it turn into reverse format. Is it okay? Now, in the reverse, if you need to make it slow, yes, you can make the speed to get it 50%. So inside the reverse, it will turn into slow motion also. So let us give some space, give a right click, switch to the duration, and make the speed to be 50%. So inside the reverse, it turn into slow motion. Right? So hope we have understood now how does fast motion, slow motion, reverse slow, reverse normal, all the things can be done through the right click. But why we are learning? That does matter. Options are known to you. Is it clear now? Cancel. Now to get it normal, switch to this. Ask to the software, get it 100, switch it off, get it normal. So hope you got to know what is the normal speed, 100% in percentage, 100% except reverse. So it turns to a normal speed. Now, how to make a stop motion? Stop motion can be done in two techniques. So now coming to the next form, stop motion. As if you got to know the first method, already you have learned in the first class, to make a snapshot of the screen. Technically it is called what? This is the button, export frame. Through this, we can able to take this particular frame and again bring back it and place it up. That is one of the method. Now the second method, to make it to go for stop motion. In this way, we can able to go to the zoom in, Control K is to cut it off. Just go for one frame and get it Control K and get it zoom and make this to go away. And this is a single frame information, and select this and go on dragging this. So this single frame start of making stitch. So it stay on the screen. Does it okay, the technique? How to make stop motion with edit technique. How to make the stop motion with export technique. So now go to know slow motion, fast motion, reverse motion, fast forward, reverse slow, stop motion. All time related game is under your control. How to get it done? What is to be done? That depends. But hope we have understood now all this information. Is it okay? Next. Now we'll move one more extra things. In every software, this is quite important. Next technique is slip slide. In any video editing software, four things are more important. In advance, ripple, roll, slip, slide, stitch. Either doing FCP, Avid, Premiere, any software, E5 compulsory counter. What is that 5? Ripple, roll, slip, slide, stitch. If this 5 is under your control, by nerves, then the next game starts. Hope the ripple and roll is over. Now switching to the slip and slide. Now, before going to that slip and slide, so let us have a summary. A ripple, roll, stretch. These three are working on the edge of a clip. It works in the edge of a clip. It works on the edge of a clip. Either it is ripple or roll, doesn't matter. It works on the edge of clip. Is it okay? One make it slow, fast. The other one make with the gap cutting, without gap cutting. So that all things you know. Without gap cutting, with gap cutting. But now we'll be seeing a technique where the information will be changed inside the middle of your clip. It will work in the middle. Slip and slide tools works in the middle of your clip, whereas ripple and roll and stretch works in the edge of the clips. Now, where the thing of working that we got to know. Now let us see what is slip and slide. Does it okay? So these tools hotkeys already you have learned. One is B, one is N, one is X. Right? Now the slipping answer. Where to use this, where to use this, where to use this, that is to be get clear. Now we'll move to the slip. So let us see on a practical base. I'm deleting everything. On your toolbar, it is there, slip, slide. Is it okay? Once your first editing is done, then the slip and slide will do the work. So let us take some other videos. Now, a little important, focus to the screen because first editing is over. Now this is advanced editing. At every point, we need some more focus. I will double click. So just take the in, out, drag and drop. And inside the source window, we can jump to the next clip or previous clip. Just dropping down this drop down box, whichever the clip you want, you can only go for that. Hit the eye. Oh. So there are 3 clips on your screen, like 500 clips in your project or 5,000 clips in your project. Once the 3-hour movie is finished, now this technique will start up doing the work. So check to the screen now. Now it's starting with the slip tool. What is the tool name? Slip. Hotkey Y. Come to the middle of your clip. Now start dragging it up. You can find a reaction on your screen. Check to the screen. The program monitor turn into 4 symbols. The upper 2 are fixed. The below 2 are going to change. Which tool we are using? Slip tool. Hotkey Y. I'll give out the illustration of this with the explanation here. Hotkey Y. It will bring down the monitor to break down into 4 parts. Upper 2 are fixed. Below 2 are going to change. This is, what is this information, sir? This is before clips last frame. It is next clips first frame. BL means before clip, last frame. Next clips first frame. And this is present clips first frame, present, first, and present clips end frame or last frame. So what is this monitor is speaking? That as a technician, we need to understand. So first of all, we got to know what is the tool, how to work, where it is working, what is the hotkey. If you start working, then how does the program monitor look like? What is this information, sir? All the things we made it clear. Now, what happens with this? Every clip, listen, every clip is not that much of information. The whole movie is there inside the clip. What it all? Every clip does have the whole movie inside it. Whichever the part of the movie you want, we can only bring it up. This clip contains this also, that also. It is in hidden mode. Does it okay? Every clip contains all the movie. After the movie is editing finished, if the director wants this information, he doesn't need, he needs the before information. At that time, we need to use the slip tool. In this case, what will happen? The software will start off making the information to get changed. Can you see now what is happening? The time you are dragging, this information is changing. And you can see the informations are changing. Whichever the frame information you want, you can able to bring it up of the whole movie. Which is the tool you are using? Slip tool. That means it is slipping the information inside the clip. Then the duration of the clip is same. The length of the clip is same. The duration of the movie is the same. But inside the information of the clip gets changed. Name of the tool? Slip tool. What happened with this? That also is given clarification. 3-hour movie to be that. Clip should not be disturbed. Only the information in the clip to be get changed. Then we need to use which tool? Slip tool. Does it okay? Now, hope this slip tool is clear. Now I'll go to the next tool. And the tool name is called slide tool. Here, the working style remain the same. But what will happen? It will move this clip's position a little before or little after by affecting to the neighbor clips. Name of the tool? Slide tool. Hotkey? U. Method of working? Drag in the middle. What will happen? It will start off affecting to the neighbor clips. It will start off affecting to the neighbor clips. If you start up pushing this, then it will cut off here and it will extend this clips extra information. But this information remains that same. If this information to be the same and we need to start this movie a little forward, then you can switch to the option called slide tool. Then you can see now what happened. This clip is moving to the before clips and before clip is affected and then next clip's length is growing up. Hope we got to know the technical information. Now go for practical situation. Let us take an example. This is family drama. This is comedy scene. This is fight sequence. Now the comedy is required immediately. The family drama is boring now. 3-hour movie, 3-hour undala. Then the editor will ask, do you need to make it to get it faster? Earlier, it is cut chala. Then it cut out, no problem. Information option. At that condition, you can push the comedy faster. And you need to ask to the director, now what will happen? Here the gap will come up. You need a gap or next fight sequence is there. You need the fight to be get increase. If the director is saying fight okay, gap kavalante, then your ripple roll will be happening. No fight sequence you can have to rise, no problem. 3-hour movie, 3-hour kavala. Then go for slide 2. What happened? The family drama becomes less. The comedy comes up earlier. Comedy finish in right time. The extra length is covered by the fight sequence. Which sequence lo? Idi ela use chestundi? That I made it. Is it okay? Slip, slide, ripple, roll, stretch. 5 tools to be under control. Hope we have understood now what is slide tool is, what is slip tool is. In both the things, what is common? The working method is common. What is next common? The total length remains the same. Of the movie, 3-hour movie, 3-hour ఉంటుంది. That makes you to understand ఎక్కడ ఇది టూల్ యూజ్ చేయాలా, ఏం కండిషన్ మీద యూజ్ చేయాలా, రిప్పుల్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలా, రోల్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలా, స్ట్రెచ్ ఎప్పుడు యూజ్ చేయాలా, స్లిప్ ఇక్కడ. That is not in the software and that is paid learning. Or else ఈ tools enough to get the job. ఇలా కట్ చేయాలా, డిలీట్ చేయాలా, అది అలా చేస్తే ఎడిట్ చేయొచ్చు. But now got to know what is slip, what is slide, what is ripple, what is roll. Hope we have understood this. Is it okay? So it is a practical oriented things. Once the movie is finished, then this editing will start. Is it okay? After the first editing is finished, this is finishing editing. Now we'll move to the next exercise. Okay, this process is done up. I'm not making you. You see, like transaction is a creative part. It will be whenever the movie fails in editing, then transaction comes. And transaction is a by-force technique which is used by the editor department. Transaction is pre-planned also. Movie shooting unta time lo transaction plan chestundi. Ee shot tarvata ee shot ki veltundi, ee shot ekkada close cheyala, aa shot ila open cheyala. That is their planning. Aa anni fail ayipindi ante appudu digital transaction pettaru. Is it okay? This is a forceful technique. So we'll be coming to the transactions. Transaction is a chapter which is there. Is it okay? So now what you have understood? What is slip? What is slide? And where to use this? Now the next process. Frame matching. Frame matching. This is a important topic. We're doing some editing and this frame I need to search in the source monitor where it is. What is the topic now? Frame matching. What is the source program monitor is showing? If you need to see the same thing inside the source where it is, just hit the button F. What is the button? F. Job is done. You can immediately find the frame inside the source where it is. అది ఏం మూవీలో ఏం క్లిప్లో ఏం ఫ్రేమ్ టక్కన చూపిస్తాను. Or just you need to get your reader here. Reader, wherever the reader is there, that is enough to show this source. No need to select the clip also. Wherever your reader is there, that reader frame, which clip it is, instantly you can get. Is it okay? Frame matching. So it will save a lot of time to search your clip. No need of searching. Hit the button, what? F. And find the frame inside the source window and get it done. One, you want to cut 2 frames or 3 frames, that also you can able to do it. Now the question, where it is, sir? Am I right now? Frame match is there inside your sequence man frame match. You can see frame match. Just hit the button F and find the frame from which clip it has been taken instantly in your source window. Just hit the button F and get it. Is it clear? It will help a lot to make the next modification. Whatever you want to make some cut or do some changes here, you can do it. Now, 2 things we have learned, like slip and slide, and the slider monitor will be a little difference. Here the explanation is given. Which monitor explanation? Slip monitor. But if you go for slider, then the monitor looks a little difference. What is happening here? Upper 2 are fixed, below 2 are changing. Why it is changing? What it is? Question should be there, answer should be there. What is the upper 2 one? Present clips, first frame and last frame, because the clip information is not changing. Who is changing? The neighbor information is changing. And the below left side is your before clips last frame, and below right side is your next clips first frame. Is it okay? What is these frames and how this diagram? That is to be get ready. So this is present frames first and last frame. It is before frames last and next frames first frame. So this is a technique to match the frame also. So let us example like the movie is starting with this frame, then in the last movies which frame are the match cheste avutundi. In that way also they can make. You can see now on your screen present clips 2 characters are there. Can you see? What you can able to see? Present clips first frame is double character, last clips last frame is double character. Now you can release this. So what happened? Before frame will be, just see, so some disturbance happened here. Drag, try to find which frame can be matched, and if it is matching then you can leave it up. So you can search to the right frame and get your action time. Number. So I forgot like which frame it has taken as 2 subject are there. Fine, then leave it. Maybe that this is 2 character. But while you are releasing, my hand is shaking, so it is didn't take. So here almost like you can find. Is it okay? So it also helps to make you to match the frame. Before clips where to end, next clips where to start. At that point also it will help you. So hope this advance, this monitor is also understandable. This monitor is understandable. Frame matching is clear. Now I'll switch to the next format. T is there, right? So one more keyboard shortcut, E, note down, E, extension of the clip. Again, డ్రాగింగ్ చేయడానికి అవసరం లేదు, జస్ట్ ఈ కొడితే చాలు, అంతవరకు ఎక్స్టెండ్ అయిపోతుంది. సో దిస్ ఈజ్ అ పవర్ఫుల్ టెక్నిక్. యూ కెన్ ఎక్స్టెండ్ దిస్. సో ట్రిమ్మింగ్ కెన్ బి డన్ without dragging, and the keyboard shortcut is E. E is extend the clip. Cutting can be done much more faster, right? But condition apply. This is to be get activated. How to activate? By the command T. T is a command which activate the trim monitor, and now it is the time to move it up. Ekkada kavala akkadiki teeskandi, just innovate. Then it will get extend to that frame, to that extension time. So it's again a powerful tool which extend the things when you can go inside or outside. So next keyboard shortcut E. Extend frames. Extend frame. And that condition apply. We need to make the trim edge activate. Trim edge active, then only it will work out. Condition apply. Note, trim edge activation done by T command. Then you can jump to any frames edge. Not only this, E frame, ekkada kavala, just E. E frame, wherever it is required, move over there, E. And you need to close. So you can close it up. So no need to drag and make it to get extension. Hope this is clear. The next technique. We're going to move the clips by the command Alt and right arrow and left arrow. It will move the clips. Your reader remain the same at the same place. At this sound of this movie, which frame to be shown? You can do this technique. E sound వచ్చిన టైంలో ఈ మూవీలో ఏం ఫ్రేమ్ అక్కడ ఉండాలి, ఫ్రేమ్ మ్యాచింగ్ విత్ ద సౌండ్. సో యూ కెన్ మేక్ ఎవ్రీ ఫ్రేమ్ టు కమ్ ఆన్ టు ది సౌండ్, బికాస్ రీడర్ ఇస్ నాట్ మూవింగ్. హూ ఇస్ మూవింగ్? క్లిప్ ఇస్ మూవింగ్. ఏం వాటికి? ఆల్ట్ రైట్ arrow. Next technique. All professional keys that makes the editing. Normally ఇవన్నీ హ్యాండ్లు చేస్తే రాదు. It will mismatch. Frame by frame ఎక్కడ మ్యాచ్ చేయొచ్చు. Alt plus right arrow, left arrow. Shift the clip. Reader remain in the same place. And the same way, if you need to make it move faster a little, yes, Alt and Shift and left and right arrow. Alt and Shift plus left and right arrow. 5 frames move. One frame. This is one frame moving. So I'm writing randomly, but inside the note, it should be in a clear manner. So once more about track selection, ripple, edit, and stretch. Yes. So regarding stretch, hope we got to know, like just hit the X button and get it slow and fast. So stretch, no problem. So this is called stretching. Hope the stretching part is clear online. Does it okay? Kalyan, stretch okay?
Yes, sir.
Now only the things track selection. Track selection is just a button called A. And if you select, if you click anywhere on your clip, our clip to the next, all the clips will get selection. So track selection is clear. If multi-track is there, yes, tell me.
ఒకసారి మళ్ళీ చెప్పండి సార్ ఒకసారి.
Track selection.
స్ట్రెచ్
Stretch kavala. Take the tool X.
మూడు సార్. స్ట్రెచ్ ట్రాక్ సెలెక్షన్ రిపుల్ ఎడిట్.
Okay. Now I'm starting with the stretch. Now check to the screen. Take the tool stretch. Hotkey is X. Move to the edge and drag it up. It will make the movie to play slower, slow motion icons. Stretch tool. So hope we can able to see where to work and what is the slow icon. In the same way, if you drag from the edge to inside, then it makes the same clip to make fast to move. So this is fastness. So stretch part clear. Is it okay? Hope online. Stretch tool okay. Now moving to track selection. Keyboard shortcut A. And the method of working, just click on a clip, that clip, and the next all the clip will get selected. So this is your track selection. Is it okay? Now if two tracks are there also, doesn't matter. You need to hit this A with the help of your shift button. Then it will select all the clips of all the tracks from the clip point and get it moved. So hope multi-track selection also we can able to do. Is it okay? Online? Stretch tool, track selection clear? Just taking your approval. Kalyan, does it okay?
Okay, sir.
Fine. Now only the things left over is ripple. So let us see how does the ripple works. Ripple and roll works on the edge. And this is what your ripple tool, it will make the edit without gap. So it doesn't give you the gap and make the cutting. If you make one clip to get shut down, the other clip will grow there and make the job done. So it will attach to the neighbor clips and make the editing. Ripple is that only. So hope ripple edit, stretch and track selection is clear. Is it okay? Hope
Okay, sir.
you have done this. Now, today we have learned stretching in advanced manner, reverse way. But two more things you got to know. Frame matching and extend frames, slip and slide. Slip, slide, frame matching, extend frames. And one more thing we got to know, how to move the clips without moving the reader. Reader should be there, clip should move. Till now we have seen the reader is moving, but now clip is moving. So that the sound matching will be much more easier. Is it done? Now let's move a little more higher. The clips are moving, fine. So that's the T button. So come over here, T, get, we need to get this cut here, just hit the button, what? E. What is the button? E. Extend this. So that will, on trimming, it will do all the games. So shift. So hope we have understood now what we learn, how it could be used. Now check. In the last class, we got to know this trimming techniques. Now we have learned the extension technique with gap. All these things are working now with the keyboard. Before the day, with manual format. Now with the gap, without gap, all the things through keyboard you can finish it up. Hope, but practically it is to be done. Then it comes to the gap. So T is shift T is a button which make it to get change instantly. Ripple kavala, roll kavala, yani akada reflect hotune untundi. Just move the reader wherever you want and how much you want to extend. Just extend this. Yes, extend. So this is practical. In the next session, we'll be seeing the next topic called transaction. Transaction is of two types: audio transactions, video transaction. And why to put the transaction, why to avoid the transaction. That all things will be learning about. Except to this, how to create the transaction. Movie, use, create. Whatever we are learning, that is one part. But the output is coming from, without using softwares. Software is only for birthday cassette, marriage cassette, Kani movie kelte, everything is created. Then how to create your own transactions, all things will become, right? And how to avoid the transaction. Avoid transaction. We are learning the software. We are learning the transaction, but movie avoids the transactions. Transaction is a barrier inside the storytelling process. Transaction is a barrier inside the storytelling process. So it will make the story to go away from the track. So they avoid to use the transactions. But we'll see like how to create natural transaction, creating transactions, natural transaction, natural. Just I'm giving you the glimpse what we'll be learning. It's again a creative chapter, but learning is the tool 2 బటన్లు అయిపోతాం. కానీ ఎందుకు అవాయిడ్ చేయాలా, నేచురల్ ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ అంటే కొత్త ట్రాన్సాక్షన్ ఎలా తయారు చేయాలా అది సాఫ్ట్వేర్లో లేదు. ఇన్సైడ్ ది సాఫ్ట్వేర్ ఇట్ ఇస్ నాట్ దేర్. 1 minute. So hope this action we can able to do. Is it okay? So video and audio transactions will be talking in the next session, right? So the summary of the class, what you have learned: slip, slide, stretch, frame match, extend frames, clip moving, extension, frame matching, slip and slide, and the stretch tool. That's it for the day. Is it okay? E, right? Fine then. So I'm stopping the screen now. Hope we'll be meeting up in the next session with the higher options. That's it for the day. So I'm ending this session here.